And welcome back once again to Everyman Driver. I'm Dave Erickson. Thanks so much for watching. This week I've had the pleasure of driving this 2015 Volvo XC60 T6 all-wheel drive. Now I've listed all the changes for 2015 on everymandriver.com, which include a number of package options. So today we're going to take a look at the backseat legroom and headroom, cargo volume, ride and handling. But first, let's get started by popping the hood. Now my tester has a few different engine options. You have a 2-liter 4-cylinder, a 2.5-liter 5-cylinder, and a 3-liter 6-cylinder, which is my tester right here. This also includes a twin-scroll turbo and kicks out, get this, 300 horsepower, 325 pound-feet of torque. This thing gets up and goes fast. I was driving on the highway, or actually at 45 miles per hour with Melissa recently, and went side by side with her, and then I hit the gas and boom, I was gone. This thing really has a lot of punch to it. And no surprise, it has a 3,500 pound towing capacity associated with it. Now, fuel economy numbers, it's estimated at 17 miles per gallon city, 24 on the highway. I've been averaging this week in mixed driving 16.3 as of right now. So a little bit low on the estimates for fuel economy. The recommended fuel type is regular, unleaded. Here's a look at your real-world backseat legroom and headroom from a guy who's 5'11". This was my seating position here up front, and my knees are actually right up against the back of the seat. Not too happy about that. There is an indent, but it's only within the middle of the back of the seat where they do have a spot here for some storage. Now these are leather seating surfaces which are standard on the T6 all-wheel drive, as well as this panoramic sliding sunroof, which is gorgeous. One of my favorite features here in the car. Headroom back here is actually pretty good considering how little room I have between my knees and the back of the seat. My headroom is good. You got 4 O-blank handles here. This is really an upscale vehicle. I mean, there are so many different trim levels on this, and to come standard for this one with the leather seating surfaces, the adjustability in the seats, a fold down armrest right here, which is quite large, with a pair of cup holders and also some storage right there. You can definitely get 3 people back here, full-size adults in my opinion. Now here's something that's really cool for the family-oriented and minded individuals. This seat here, there's a hidden booster seat. Let me get out and show you. All you have to do is there's a lever right here in front, lift it, and now you've raised the seat just up a little bit to help out with some youngsters there. This is an integrated booster cushion, as they call it, for that Volvo makes for the families. I like that. It's kind of forward thinking. And it's something that really doesn't get in the way too much. So there are 3 ways to open the trunk lid of the Volvo XC60. There's a push button just left of the driver's steering wheel. There's a button here in the key fob. Looks like a car. And just below the L here on the Volvo, go ahead and press that and up it comes automatically. Now behind this second row of seats, you have just over 30 cubic feet of volume. Fold those down, you're looking at 67 plus cubic feet of volume for storage. So that's a pretty good, decent amount, don't you think? Now they have included here with us is pet cage, just to give you an idea of what you can do and how you can utilize the back seat. Big enough for a good sized doggy or an oversized cat, as I like to say, and still plenty of room for some luggage back here. And below the floorboard is where you have a spare tire and jack kit. Other than that, it's a pretty decent wide opening, kind of a low floorboard here too, so it's not that far to lift and put up. And when you're ready to go, the push button here along the edge, it closes up automatically. And that is your cargo volume in the back of the Volvo. All right, time to talk some ride and handling. And boy, this is a really fun car to drive. It doesn't sound like you'd say Volvo and fun in the same sentence, but I've had a really good experience driving this car this week. I look forward to getting behind the wheel. There's a great comfort, not only with the steering wheel feel, but in these seats. These are some of the most comfortable seats I've ever been in, and that's saying a lot. Leather trim seats, nicely bolstered here around the ribs to give me plenty of support. Sink right into them, plenty of adjustability, and 3 different memory settings. Steering is firm, a tad on the heavy side, but not too heavy. Turning radius isn't that great, but I'm not really concerned about that. Going around corners and gliding down long streets or highways, oh, very easy. This is a great vehicle to drive. And the power behind the wheel, I told you about this before, 300 horsepower. It even has paddle shifters here and Shifttronics, so you can shift on the go if you want for this automatic transmission. It really does have a lot of power and just a great feeling behind the wheel and in the seat. And the cabin is really nice as well. A large space here, plenty of room for myself and whoever's in my passenger seat. There's plenty of room for our shoulders. Nice little armrest here on my right hand and left hand side. Instrument cluster has a lot of great information in it. There's multiple driving modes that you can choose from. Elegance, Eco, and Performance. I've been at Elegance the whole time just to give it an even feel. We have here a 7-inch LCD screen, not touchscreen. Everything is controlled by this flat area here with all these numbers and words and dials. I think it's a little bit on the busy side and still somewhat confusing. All the good stuff is around the edges, so it's not that bad. The T6 all-wheel drive comes standard with 18-inch alloy wheels and all-season tires. My tester happens to have 20-inch titania alloy wheels for an extra $1,000. Makes it look nice in my opinion. We also have the additional Platinum package for an extra $4,400. With it, there's a keyless drive, rear park assist camera, cargo cover in the back, of course. The technology package is included, which means adaptive cruise control with Q assist, collision warning with fail auto brake. There's a distance alert, driver alert control, lane departure warning, active high beams, which I love when you're driving down a dark road. We also have the optional blind spot information system or Bliss package for $900, and that includes cross traffic alert, lane change merge aid, and front and rear park assist. A few other items to note: this has all-wheel drive with traction control and 9.1 inches of ground clearance, so you could go off-road if you wanted to and would feel pretty confident doing so. Also, 118 miles per hour is the top speed, which is electronically limited, and according to Volvo, 6.9 seconds 0 to 60. The MSRP range here in the 2015 Volvo XC60 from base trim level to top trim level is between $36,000 and $50,000. Our tester here, the T6 all-wheel drive, is listed at $42,400, but we have about $9,000 worth of upgrades on it, including these $1,000 20-inch rims, which are pretty sweet. This vehicle is definitely worth a look and a test drive. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson with Everyman Driver. Thanks for watching.